At approximately 3:28 this morning, a panic alarm was received from a Mac's convenience store on the south side of the city at 3208 82nd Street. As many of these calls are false alarms, 3 follow-up phone calls were made to the store in 1-minute intervals to attempt to reach the store employees. When no answer was received, a patrol car was dispatched. Upon arrival, the officer observed an individual in medical distress. He called for assistance, and a second patrol car arrived immediately thereafter. That second vehicle was driven by a police officer who was formerly a paramedic. The 2 members secured the scene and immediately began CPR on the victim. Despite their efforts, the first victim died in hospital this morning from a gunshot wound to the stomach. While that first incident was being investigated, another call came in at 3:42 a.m. from a different Mac store at 10845 61st Avenue. A delivery man had entered the store and noticed a trail of blood into a back storage room. A patrol car was immediately dispatched. Members found a second crime scene and 1 individual believed to be an employee deceased. Video evidence from the first store indicated that 3 masked individuals were responsible for what was clearly a robbery. A physical description of the individuals, including their clothing, was broadcast to all officers. Patrol cars across the city headed to other Mac stores to check on the security of employees. 2 of our police officers were patrolling adjacent to a Mac store at the Collingwood Shopping Centre on 178th Street when they observed a suspicious vehicle. The officers noted that the clothing of the males in that car matched the description provided from the video. When they approached the vehicle, it fled eastbound on White Mud Drive, lost control at the curve under the Terwilliger overpass, hit a guardrail, and came to a stop. 3 male suspects, including 1 13-year-old, were subsequently arrested without incident. The victims in this case were innocent employees working overnight shifts. The victim from the robbery at the first store was Karanpal Singh Bangu, 35 years old. As we are attempting to reach the family of the second victim, a 41-year-old male, we will not be releasing his name at this time. From the video evidence we have seen, it is clear that neither of the victims offered any resistance to the robbers and posed no threat to them. This was a barbaric and gratuitous act of violence upon 2 innocent persons, resulting in a senseless loss of life. There are 3 suspects, 3 males, ages 26, 24, and 13. All have records, and all are prohibited from possessing firearms. Our robbery section has managed to potentially link these suspects to other recent robberies through evidence gathered at one of the scenes this morning. It is very rare that we see this kind of senseless and random violence in our city. Still, 2 innocent people lost their lives today, and there are family members here and overseas that will have their holiday season devastated by this news. We should be outraged as a community.